Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have something cool to share with you today. It's something I kind of just put together. I took a classic and put my own little twist on it. And so today we're going to be making Piña colada pineapple upside down cake. And so let's get into it. It's good. What you're going to need. You're going to need any type of pineapple cake. This is just what I have because it was on sale. Milk, but I'm just going to use my almond milk because that's what I have. Pineapple slices, coconut oil, some sweet cherries, shredded coconut, brown sugar, and 3 eggs. And of course, let's get our baking pans. So while we are doing that, let's go ahead and set our oven to bake 350 degrees. And we'll preheat that while we're getting started. All right, so let's get into this, guys. It's going to be good. I'm ready for it. Put you where you can see and hear me the best. I don't know where that is. All right, I think that's great. So first, let's mix all of our wet ingredients. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I'm just following the boxes recommendations. That's all I'm doing, guys. And it says we're going to need a half a cup of oil, but instead of using cooking oil or butter this time, we're going to use the coconut oil. So we're going to take a half a cup of the coconut oil and we're going to put it into a microwave for about 15-20 seconds. So let's get that done. All right. This stuff is hard to get out at first, but it works, trust me. I substitute this coconut oil a lot for my butter. I like that coconutty flavor in my cakes. So we're going to stick this in the microwave for maybe 15 seconds. Okay, while we got that in the microwave and going, we're going to take some of our coconut oil, just a little bit, nothing major. You can do this with a spoon if you prefer. But I'm going to just take a little bit here on my hands, not a lot. Our coconut oil's already done. So I'm going to take that about like that. So I'm just going to wrap our pan in it really good, guys. I'm just doing that while I got the coconut oil out. You can do this in a different way. Whatever. I just want to show you how I make this cake because it's good. Make sure you've got that pan, and I'm using these throwaway pans. Simple and easy, guys. We get that really good. I need a towel for my hands. Got oil all over them. Okay, now that that's done, put the lid back on my oil here. We'll take the coconut oil out of the microwave. We're going to start mixing our wet ingredients first. Put that in there. Alright, so here's the half a cup of oil. In this case, coconut oil. Pour that down in there. And I'm going to warn you, when you start mixing, that coconut oil will try to thicken up again. It's going to be okay. We got this. We're going to mix it in. Okay, the box also calls for 1 cup of water, but I always use milk instead of water. If you want to try to keep it low fat, you can do like I'm doing the unsweet almond milk, or just go for the milk. The fat in the milk is going to make it better anyway. All right, 1 cup of that. And then you could also take some of the, if you have sweetened pineapples, you could take some of the juice from the sweetened pineapple juice and put a cup of that in there. Give it more of a pineapple-y thing, but I think the pineapple cake will do fine like that. So then we're going to mix in our 3 eggs because that's what the box calls for. So this is going to be good. I like pineapple cake. I love pineapple upside down cake, but I like adding my own twist to stuff. If you know me, if you've eaten at my house, then you know I take everybody's recipes and I add my own thing to it. And so that's what we're doing today. I have to make it mine, I guess. That way when I brag on it, it's really my work, right? I don't know. I'm weird like that. Then we're just going to mix all of these together, the eggs, the oil, and the milk. Just going to make sure that we're getting the consistency, like getting it pretty, you know, mixed well, I guess. Those eggs are kind of difficult to mix with this hand mixer. But I'm getting there. I hope you guys have been trying to stay warm. Now the oven's ready. It's one step ahead, right? I hope you guys have been staying pretty warm through this weather. It's been crazy. It's cold outside today. All right, then we'll mix in our cake. Guys, I am not a professional at this. I'm just showing y'all a recipe. I literally just rip the bag open. Yeah, I do. I don't even get scissors. No, I don't. The less dishes I have to wash later, the happier I am. True story. All right. So now, let's get this mixing in. Already smell the pineapple. It's already smelling good. And that coconut oil, where it's the organic coconut oil, it has enough of that coconut flavor to add in with this pineapple cake that it's good. And you could also substitute the milk. If you had coconut milk, that'd be great. That would be really good. That would be way better, actually. I just don't have that. But like I said, if you don't want to put the milk, or you don't have the coconut milk, you just want to do water, I would say just use the juice off your pineapples. If it's sweet, I would use that. It would just give it more pineapple-y. But coconut milk would be an awesome, awesome substitute for the milk, guys. Just wish I had it. So we're getting there. Try to get all the lumps out the best you can. Come on, this is your cake though, okay? You get tired of mixing, mix it to your heart's contentment. And we'll start getting it in that pan, right? All right, I think that's looking pretty good, don't y'all? Looks good to me. Now, next step. So we're gonna take, that smells really good already. We're going to take the coconut oil like I told you. We're going to put it in the pan. Just make sure, I use my hands a lot. You can use the spoon if you don't want to get that grease all over you. So, put that oil all up in the pan. Quite a bit to, like you want to be able to just see it on there. You see what I'm saying? Okay? Just enough. Now, we're going to do that. We're going to take some of this brown sugar. I got dark brown sugar. That's just what I got. We're going to mix that. Put that into the bottom of this pan here, guys. Like you would a normal upside down cake, okay? That's what we're doing right now. Because this is still a pineapple upside down cake, okay? You're going to make it the same old way. Typically. Basically. Except for using butter and all that. We're going to use coconut oil to mix in the brown sugar. Okay, get my brown sugar in my other pan because I'm going to do a double cake here because I just got these small cakes. You'll see what I'm doing in the end of this, I hope. Maybe you'll catch what I'm throwing. I don't know. Sometimes a little bit weird over here. That's all right. We like being weird over here. Next, bear with me. Let me get my can opener. So I can open this for y'all. I should have did that. Alrighty, folks. Now we're getting back on track here. Now I'm going to do something a little bit weird. That's okay. I'm going to open this can first of all. I'm going to take just like, clean my spoon here. I'm going to take like just like a tablespoon, guys, of this coconut juice. I'm going to put it down in there with my brown sugar, okay? I'm going to make it syrupy. It's my intent is to make this syrupy, okay? I don't want to use a lot of that coconut oil. I don't need a lot of butter either. So I'm just kind of making this into brown sugar like syrup, okay? You can put as much brown sugar syrup in the bottom of this pan that you want to. It's just going to make your cake sweeter. That's all it's going to do for you. But try not to be too loaded up on the sugar over here. So, trying my best not to put too much. But this is the idea of what we're looking for. Just the syrup in the bottom of our pan, okay? That's the idea. Now I'm going to mix that around in there. Cover and coat the whole bottom of my pan, okay? I'll do the same thing in this one because like I said, I'm gonna about a tablespoon, about what I'm using, mixing in my brown sugar to make me a syrup so I can coat the bottom of this pan with it. This is gonna be great, guys. You like me smelling that pineapple cake already? Yeah, it's good. Okay. Now, we got our pans coated in our pineapple juice and brown sugar syrup here. Coat it really good, the best you can. Try to cover that bottom of that pan. If you need to add some more syrup or sugar, go for it. Now, let's take our pineapple slices. You could cut these in half too. That way when you're cutting through your cake, make your design however you want to in the bottom of the cake with your pineapples. Just make it cute for you. Wait a minute. I forgot a good step. An important step. So we are making pineapple upside down cake, but we're making it the Piña colada style. So we're going to add coconut into this syrup that you've got into the bottom. Your brown sugar syrup. You're going to take your shredded coconut. I got the sweet ones, but you could use unsweeted, save on some sugar. And you're just going to put that, sprinkle that in over like I'm doing here, over the top of your brown sugar syrup here. I'm just putting a little bit in there everywhere, okay? I'm going to do the same thing to this pan over here. I promise you this is going to be pretty and it's going to be good. Get your coconut in there really good and spread that out all over your syrup, okay? After all this snow, you're wanting something tropical, okay? If you're like me, you're like, give me the sunshine. What else makes you think about sunshine more than a piña colada? But we don't drink over here, so we're making cake. Okay, then after you've shredded your coconut, spread it all over your pan in that syrup, let's lay our slices however you want to, make it pretty. Or not, whatever. Alright, so that's how I'm going to do mine. I'm just going to do that, guys, okay? I'm going to do the same thing over here. My other pan, because I told you I'm making two of them. Because I got little tiny pans. We're just going to spread these things out. I'm putting 5 in each one. There we go. Now, the good part. Let's get us some cherries. So we're going to take these beautiful red juicy cherries and we're going to I put mine in the middle of my pineapple hole. It's just good like that to me. I even put a little bit of that red juice in it. I'll let you see it in just a second. Do the same thing over here in this one. Just putting my cherries in my pineapple holes. That's all we're doing. That's what it's going to look like when we're done. Simple and easy, right? Okay, here comes the fun part. Let's get us a little mixy thing here out of our bowl. Get our hand mixer out. And try to get all that off of there that I can. I don't want to waste any of it. It's too good. Okay. Now, But I'm doing good at making this mess over here. I'm going to add this on top of your pineapples and cherries and syrup. And coconut. You're going to add you this. And I'm dividing mine out into 2 pans, but you do your thing. Pour it over the top of it like you're making a pineapple upside down cake, guys. This is so good. It smells so good. I could just eat that cake like that, I think. It would probably be satisfying, but why not go the extra mile, right? We're already there. I'm one of those people. If I want to do it, I'm going to try my best to do it right. I don't mean it's going to be, but I do try. Alright, so this is what you want it to start looking like, okay? You want it covered. I'm going to add some more because it needs a little touch here and there. And I'm just going to shake out the bubbles. Alright, set that one out of my way. I'm going to do the same thing in this guy. I run out of cherries over here, but it's all good. Smooth that in there. Look how thick. And if you can smell it, I love it. We're in the middle of the winter, but I'm over here making pineapple upside down cake. Well, Piña colada pineapple upside down cake. And it's good, guys. After you've been through the snowstorm for a few days, you're like, give me some sunshine. Take me to a beach. Give me a non-alcoholic pineapple. Piña colada. Something. Forget the alcohol. I don't need all that. All right. Now, we got them looking good. I'm just going to shake mine out and get them flattened out a little bit, guys. Then we're going in the oven at 350. And I'll tell you what the box says. My box says for my 2 round pans that I should bake it for 35 minutes. So that's what we're going to aim at. 35 minutes at 350. Make sure I read that right. Yep. 35 minutes at 350. Here we go. I'm ready. I hope you are too. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm going in the oven, guys. There's the one. He's in there. Look at my mess I gotta clean up. Don't look at that. There's number 2. He's in there. All right. I'm gonna set my timer here. 35 minutes. And we'll be back when it's done. All right, so while we're waiting on that to finish baking, we're going to take our pineapple juice. This part you're going to have to trust me a little bit to see where it goes at the end. But we're going to take our pineapple juice. I'm just going to put this in here so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just putting it in a clear container here. So we're going to take our pineapple juice. We're not going to use all of it, but I'm just going to put it all in there just so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to take a tablespoon. It's a plain old tablespoon. Now, this is the part where you're going to have to trust me, okay? I know what I'm talking about. Trust me. Unless you have an allergy to this, then don't touch it. Other than that, trust me. You're going to take your mermaid skinny mix or just any type of syrup that is pineapple coconut. This is just what I have. It's pineapple coconut. It's called mermaid, but that's all it is. Pineapple coconut syrup. And the reason I'm using it is because it's 0 calories, so it helps me a little bit. Again, that sugar. And I'm going to take, okay, look, this is probably what? 4 ounces pineapple juice, okay? We're probably not going to use all of that, but I'm just going to mix this in because I don't know exactly how much we are going to use. Then we're going to take 2 tablespoons of this skinny mix, and we're just going to put it in there, guys. Okay? That's all you got to do. Then, let me make sure this is tasting the way I want it to. Okay, yeah. 2 tablespoons and about 4 ounces of your pineapple juice. Now, if you have unsweetened pineapple juice, you might want to add maybe another tablespoon of this in there. But if you have sweetened, this should be perfect. Now, I'll show you what we're going to do with this in just a minute when the cake is ready, all right? I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, so we're going to just check and make sure that the cake is done. And now that we know that it's done, we're going to turn it out and let it cool. So here we go. I got 2 of them. So I'm going to put them up here on the countertop. And we'll set them down here on my parchment paper. We're going to let them cool before we flip them over because I don't want to mess them up. So there we go. We're just going to set them out here. Let them cool for a few minutes, and when they're ready and cool, I'll be back on here and show you what we're going to do next. Okay, guys, so I got the cakes out. Set them out for a little bit. They're cooling now. And so we're going to go ahead and try to flip them. But first, we're going to go around the edges here like this. I'm just going to kind of shake the cake loose a little bit. That way it comes out better. If you need to, take your little butter knife or something just to make sure your edges are cleared. Makes it easier when we turn this over that these, we don't want to tear pineapples or cherries off of our cake. All right, we're going to turn it over. See what we got. I just got me a piece of parchment here that I'm turning them out onto. So that's literally what I do. Just want to make sure everything's loose from the top where we have that sugar and coconut. We don't want to tear it up. Pat it and let it sit for just a second. Do the same thing for this. Go around the edges, cut it with the knife a little, and flip this bad boys. Alright, guys. Give them a little patty pat. These are going to be delicious, guys. I'm excited. Can't wait. Let's hope this turns out the way we... Oh, yes. Beautiful. Looky there, guys. Looky there. Looky here. Looky here. Oh, my goodness. Look at that goodness. And look how pretty. Never mind. The 2 cherries are gone. But look how pretty. They're perfect. Perfect. Now, for what I was telling you earlier. We're going to turn these out. We're going to probably store them, right? So if you're going to do that and you like your cakes to be a little bit more moist, because I do, my pineapple cakes, I want them juicy. So I take that mixture we made earlier with the skinny syrup and the pineapple juice. You can either take a little clean syringe that you have and you can suck it up into that. Like this here. You just take that syringe. Let me try to set you where you can see what I'm doing. Suck that up into the syringe here. And just go around your cake very easily. You're just going to kind of drizzle that. That way it soaks down into your cake, because we want a moist, who doesn't want a moist pineapple upside down cake? Nobody. Everybody wants it to be good and juicy, right? So that's literally what I do. Or you can even stick it down there if you want to, and just, that's going to make your cake soft. So you want it to be on your, what you're transferring it over onto, like. Or, let me take my spoon, I don't need that anymore. Or you can take this, like a little, if you have a squirt bottle, and just kind of, the point is just to get the juice all over it, right? So we could take this and our juice right here. We're just going to kind of pat it on there, right? Not a lot. You don't want your cake to fall apart, but you want it to be moist, especially when you're storing these for a couple of days. Like, you don't have a lot of people going to eat them in a quick way. Keeps them juicy, guys, and it adds more pineapple-y, coconutty, piña colada flavor to them. All right, now the best part, the tasting it. Can't wait. Okay, I got my knife. Got me a little plate. This is my favorite part. Let's get us a piece of this beauty. And I want this right here with all this coconut and pineapple and a cherry in the middle. All right. Okay, guys. You know that looks good. You know it does. It's great. Y'all gonna make this. Bye.